characters are often translated into English as pick-me characters, which is an interesting translation and probably the best one we have into English. But words carry different meanings and cultural weight in different languages. The word buriko comes from the phrase kawaiko buru, which means pretending to be a cutesy girl. It got shortened down to just buriko and now refers to just someone who acts cute on purpose, often with exaggerated gestures like this buriko pose. Buriko can look different, but picture this: baby voice, head tilts, fake innocence, fake cluelessness, and a classic, wakanai. But believe me, she knows exactly what she's up to. The English term pick-me usually refers to women who want to be chosen by men, as in the famous pick me, choose me, love me. Simply, a buriko girl's goal is to act cute, where a pick-me's goal is to get male attention. Anime is full of buriko type characters, and yeah, just like pick-me's, they're kind of hated. So let's look at a few examples and ask 3 interesting questions. 1. What role do buriko characters play? 2. What does this tell us about society? And 3. Do they really deserve all the hate they get? Ami from Toradora is a classic buriko character. For those unfamiliar with Toradora, it is a popular romance high school anime. In this anime, everyone is growing up, finding love, and trying to figure themselves out, including Ami. Ami Kawashima is a model. She's beautiful, and she pretends to be clumsy and airheaded. Classic buriko behavior. However, this is all a mask. She acts cute because she's a public figure, and it likely helps her in the entertainment world. But deep down, she hates acting this way. Ami is a complicated character. Because of her work, she is also forced to appear mature, but she's still growing up. She uses third person, calling herself Ami-chan, and acts like an airheaded, clumsy, cute girl. Her whole personality is a giant contradiction because she doesn't feel safe or comfortable showing her true self. Basically, she uses buriko as a shield to hide who she really is from other people. Underneath, she's sharp, brutally honest, and not humble at all, which is exactly why she's scared of her true personality. She's afraid that if people saw the real her, they wouldn't like her. So she acts in this cutesy way to make people like her. Ami doesn't want to be fake, but she's scared that the real her won't be accepted. But as she grows closer to Ryuji and the others, Ami starts to realize something. Some people do like the real her, and she slowly starts to accept herself. So, as the series progresses, she begins to drop the buriko act and finally lets people see who she really is. Ami shows us that buriko can be a way to hide your flaws, or even just to protect yourself from getting hurt. But do all buriko characters have good intentions? Not exactly. Which brings us to our next buriko girl, Sae from Peach Girl. She's basically the final boss of buriko characters. Peach Girl is a messy, dramatic romance where Sae tries to sabotage the main character by copying her, spreading rumors, and trying to steal her men. Wait, her men? What do you mean her men? It's a love triangle. Love rectangle, quadrangle? Anyways, she's just not some annoying buriko character. She's the actual villain in this story. Sae is a liar. She's jealous. She's rude. But on the outside, she's really cute. Kind of like uwu. Actually, I just thought about that. Buriko is kind of like uwu vibes. Do you know what I mean? Uwu vibes? I don't want to say uwu. I want to stop saying uwu. Yuck. Okay, we're done. And that's the thing. Sae doesn't just act cute and clueless, she actually weaponizes it. She knows exactly how to tilt her head, pout, bat her eyelashes to get whatever she wants. She plays dumb when it benefits her, and she will cry when she gets called out. She constantly plays the victim, even though she's the one causing all the drama. She loves attention from men, and she's willing to drag anyone down for it, even her closest friends. And the scariest part? The Peach Girl mangaka said she based Sae on real girls in real life. She wanted to show that girls like this actually exist. Sae is kind of iconic because people love to hate her. I love to hate her. She makes your blood boil, which also makes her unforgettable. I think most people can agree that sometimes acting a little fake is necessary. Like, how many of you can put on a customer service smile and customer service voice when you actually want to scream? Being brutally honest can hurt people, and some folks want to be seen as cute. But Saya shows us if you take it too far, it might be time to rethink your entire personality or go to therapy or something. Saya's level of fakeness and jealousy consumes her. All she thinks about is taking other women down. It's totally not healthy or normal. Like, this is some next level crap. In this video, you will see me defend Buriko characters a lot, but no, I don't claim this. I don't claim Buriko anyways, but I don't claim this. This scares me. This is Homewrecker. Homewrecker! Bring back calling women homewreckers. If you are like Saya. Okay, anyways, what the? But not every Buriko is the devil, as we saw with Ami, and as we'll see next. Let's talk about Iroha Ishiki from Oregairu, or My Youth Romantic Comedy is Wrong as I Expected, or whatever. Why are there like 5 different names for this show? This is another romantic comedy anime, and just like the others, Iroha is our side Buriko character. I have to say, I find it really interesting that Buriko characters are never the main girl. They're usually like a chaotic fourth wheel to a love triangle. Isn't that interesting that that trope keeps coming up? They may not be the leads, but they always shake things up with just the right amount of drama to push the story forward. Right from the moment we meet her, Iroha plays up this cute kohai image. Soft voice, helpless act, and pretending not to understand things. But make no mistake, she knows exactly what she's doing. She's not actually stupid. This is her strategy. She uses her helpless kohai buriko act in front of both men and women to get what she wants. She's trying to get through social life with the least effort possible. And honestly, it works, which says a lot about society. This behavior gets rewarded as long as you're a cute anime girl. For Iroha, being Buriko isn't about manipulating people maliciously. It's about getting what she wants and avoiding conflict. By acting helpless, she dodges responsibilities, and it helps keep people off her back. People let their guard down around her or underestimate her, which means less drama and less pressure. To be fair to Iroha, she doesn't always have confidence in her own abilities, and that insecurity leads her to avoid responsibility even more when she can. She often thinks others will do a better job than her anyways, so she just goes with the flow. One of my most favorite legendary scenes in Oregairu is when she's thrown into this chaotic student council meeting. Seriously, this is like one of the best lines in all of anime.
We should use logical thinking to think logically.
Good idea!
Instead of stepping up, she just lets everyone else take the lead and do all the heavy lifting. Iroha just smiles and nods along because she doesn't really care about the outcome. As she proudly puts it, as long as I say,
Wow! I need to work hard too.
no one really expects anything from her. However, this does cause her teammates to dislike her, but she thinks this is the easiest way to get by. She's basically seen as the mascot of the student council, just sitting there and looking cute. Iroha chooses to take on a supportive, more passive role, but that's not really what her teammates expect of her. She lacks confidence in her own ideas. And honestly, I think her behavior reflects a old-fashioned idea that girls should support from the sidelines rather than take charge. Personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with taking on a supportive role. Support is very important too. I don't think all girls need to be girl bosses. Everyone's different. Not everyone wants to lead, and that's okay. However, Iroha is in a leadership position, and she gradually realizes she has to take on more responsibility as she grows and gains confidence. Iroha is not trying to hurt anyone like Saya does. She's just doing what works for her. She's very calculating, cares about her image, and puts herself first. And whenever she's around people that like see through her, she often drops the act, keeping characters like Hachiman on their toes. She also helps out her friends on multiple occasions. Despite being a low-key manipulator, she's actually a fan favorite. People who get her dual personality, both in the show and in the fandom, love her. She's even willing to give other girls tips on how to master the Buriko act. Unlike Ami, who seems to hate her Buriko side, Iroha embraces it and uses it like a mask to interact with other people. Once again, this is similar to how someone might act in customer service, putting on a smile even in front of rude customers. Iroha acts cute and clueless, but only when it benefits her. It's her way of navigating life, and if it didn't work, she wouldn't do it. So, do Buriko characters deserve the hate? Honestly, I think it depends. I think the hate can be justified, especially when you're like homewrecker level. Some Buriko characters are manipulative and they want to cause harm, like Sae, who lies, schemes, and drags other people down to get attention. But other characters like Ami and Iroha are a lot more complicated, and they have fans. Ami is far from perfect, and early in the series, she is downright mean. She performs the clumsy, airheaded model act because she doesn't feel safe showing her real self. She's scared that the intense, blunt girl she actually is underneath won't be accepted. So she hides behind what people want her to be. It is manipulative, but in her mind, it's more for survival. Personally, I started to like Ami more and more as she began to accept herself and change throughout the series. Iroha, on the other hand, knows exactly how people see her. Cute, harmless, and helpless. She leans into that role because it means less drama and fewer expectations. She's not trying to hurt anyone. She's just trying to make her life easier. You could argue that this does burden those around her though. Her dual-sided personality makes her super fun to watch, and it shows how clever she really is. And yeah, in case you're curious, I really like Iroha. Her character design and cute voice really help. And I think her sneaky antics are hilarious in the anime. Yeah, I know I'm kind of falling for the Buriko act, but I can't really help it. She's just so cute. She's so cute. I love her. Why am I saying that like a question? You may be wondering, why did I decide to focus on anime Buriko and not real-life Buriko girls? I've got two reasons, but I'll start with the first. I can criticize anime girls all day, and I'm not hurting anyone. I don't want to get corny, but I really care about other women, like my little sister, my mom, and other girlfriends that I have. Basically, I want to support other women. So today, I'm not here to throw shade at real girls who act Buriko. They do it for a reason. I mean, it probably benefits them. And honestly, I'm not perfect. Who am I to judge? I mean, I like cute things and cute clothes. And yeah, people judge me for that too. If you wear cute fashion, you've probably heard stuff like, I could never wear something like that. Or you might just get straight up called a pick-me for your clothing choices. I'm a girl on the internet. I've been called a pick-me more times than I can count. Also, I've been called an incel, probably because of my anime profile pic. Anyways, lots of girls wear cute clothes because they like them. Surprising, I know. So yeah, just like wearing cute clothes isn't a crime, neither is acting cute. Sure, it can be annoying or cringe at times, but is it hurting anyone? Being cute or cringe is such a fine line. Being a human really sucks sometimes. Also, I think we really need to be careful about demonizing femininity and cuteness, especially when it's not hurting anyone. That was kind of a little rant, but number two. I'm a cringy otaku who learned Japanese from anime, so explaining Japanese words through an anime lens just comes naturally to me. And honestly, it fits because Buriko has roots in anime, kawaii idols, and Japanese comedy culture, which is exactly what I will be covering in my next video, a kind of part 2 to this video. I will be posting the next video soon, so while you wait, you could check out this video, or if you're from the future, here you go. See you there!